Thokozani, Gagnama here. Welcome to Learning with Noma. This is your comprehensive online classroom where we are changing our lives one lesson at a time. If this is your first time in the classroom, welcome. We talk everything spirituality, and on this channel I share even more, but most of the lessons are concentrated on African spirituality. And today I am yet tackling another question. Gogo, I've been diagnosed with Isicitho. I've been told Isinyama. I've been told I walk with isilwane. I've got a spiritual husband. What does it mean? Okay, so today I'm going to try to show the differences, or to teach about the differences of the two, and give a little advice on how you can pick them up in your space, like see if these energies are around you and seek help, and some of the rituals that can be done or that will be done for you to help get rid of the dark energies in your space. If you have not yet subscribed, please click the subscribe button. If you find the information in this lesson insightful, do not forget to leave me with a like button, and share. Click that share button. In this classroom, a lesson learned should be a lesson shared. Leave the notification bell on so that when new lessons are uploaded in the classroom, you are not missing out. You are the first to know and to come and learn. In this classroom, we are growing together, we are learning together, hence the name Learning with Noma, because I am here to teach, but I'm also here to learn. I love it when you leave your comments below and share your stories, how you experienced the lesson that we are discussing, or what more you would like for me to discuss in the classroom. Okay, so today, like I said, I will be talking about Isicitho, Isinyama and Isilwane. If you have not followed me on other social media platforms, I am Learning with Noma, the classroom. The classroom is Learning with Noma on all social media platforms except on Twitter. It is at gogo_noma on Twitter. All right. We are on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok. On TikTok, there's a lot of dream interpretation that takes place there. People ask questions and I answer. So I try to put the TikTok moments here on YouTube every now and then, but the classroom is very big and it's growing daily, and I'm very thankful for all my TikTokers and their support. Even my lives, I do them on TikTok. So get yourself a TikTok handle, and then we can meet each other on TikTok. Search for Learning with Noma on TikTok. All right, so for the lesson for the day, Isicitho, Isinyama and Isilwane, the differences, how we diagnose it, and how you can get help to be cleansed or given rituals that will help you get rid of these dark energies. When we talk about Isicitho is a Zulu word that is derived from the word ukuphahla. It means that we are removing, or you are throwing away. It's sort of like spilling away of things. That is what the energies come to do in your life. They come to remove, they come to distract, they come to get rid of things in your life. It can be your relationships, your money. And when I talk relationships, I'm not just talking about love, boyfriend, girlfriend relationships. Even the family relationships, your cousin don't want you, your siblings are like every relationship that you have in your life, colleagues, people are just not staying in your cycle. They actually remove themselves from your space. You find yourself alone. It removes, it gets rid of things. Your health, you start losing your yourself. You are sick all the time. You don't have happiness, you don't have balance. Everything good, everything positive, everything life bringing it's been removed from your space. You are only left with negativity. You are left with feelings of loneliness. You even become suicidal at times because you are alone and you feel lonely. Finances, your money, you get money, but you don't know what to do with, or you don't understand what you do with the money. It just disappears, and you try to sit down and try to calculate to say, but I had 100 rand, what did I do with it? Numbers don't add up. You cannot account for your money and say, this is what I've done, this is what I did, and this is where my money is finished, or this is mo tjhelete ka feletseng teng. You are unable to account for things. You're unable to give rationale for things that are happening in your life. There's no valid reason to say, but this is why this relationship ended, but this is why this person moved out of my life. So isicitho, it comes there to remove, to get rid of. And then when we talk about isinyama, or the dark energies, ubumnyama sitina is dina. Those two words can be used interchangeably for this kind of energies. They come in your space to make you an irritation to people. But about inehela, uyadina, unalisitina. That is isinyama, because the word isinyama is also a Zulu word that comes from ubumnyama. You carry the darkness, fifi. It is hovering around you. It's like you are carried with this bag of darkness. So when you walk into spaces, people just feel the dark aura. They see the dark cloud that you are. When you walk into spaces and people are talking and laughing and it's, happy conversations, people actually get irritated. They keep quiet. You can feel the vibe changing as you walk in, and you're like, but what's happening? Why? But were they gossiping about me? At that time, it's just the energies that you carry, the aura that you bring into the space. Yeah, like this dark cloud that comes on a sunny day, and we are sitting, we're enjoying the sun, and all of a sudden, we need to get inside. It's dark. It's a storm. But about in a hair, like they get irritated by little things. People fight you over petty things. Your colleague is gonna fight you for leaving your pen on their table. Your mom will shout at you for leaving a teaspoon on the table. You and your partner will just fight about the toilet seat. Yes, we always fight about the toilet seat, but this times they become fights that become real fights, like an argument that is gonna have those emotions raging and people being angry for days. So unalisitina, you carry the dark energies that make you an irritation. You annoy people. People don't feel your vibe. I meet you for the first time and already the aura that you carry is not a good aura though. So that will be isinyama. You are in darkness. Unesdina, unalehutina, you are carrying sitina. You are annoying. And then when we talk about isilwane becomes tokoloshi. They call the spiritual husband or the spiritual wife, because when we talk isilwane, we are actually talking about an entity. In Zulu, when you say isilwane, you are talking about a monster, an animal, sort of, that we can say it's sort of like a monster in English. An animal that is not appealing, or an animal that does not come in peace. And this animal can be a snake, it can be a monkey, it can be half human, half animal when you look at it as a spirit, but it is around you, and it is. And with English, when we say a spiritual husband, is because it works with you everywhere. And with it also, you will find you can't stay in relationships. Other people actually have it being sexually active with them. You are not satisfied when you've got sexual partners because you've got this other entity that sleeps with you, that gives you the pleasures of intimacy. And you are not satisfied by any other person. Or when people sleep with you, they like you, but the minute you become intimate, the relationship ends. Because you've got someone, the spiritual husband, who says, this is my territory. This is me. This is my space. This is my territory. You don't play here. And also with isilwane, other people, you find that when you have people in your space that care for you, that are close to you, it can be friends, it can be, people that are just in your space to be companions. It fights those people. At night, people will dream of, I was walking with you and this thing came and it beat me up, and all of a sudden their feelings around you changes. It also more or less similar with isicitho. The thing that it has is that it will remove people from your space, because it needs to own the space, just like a dog. A dog, it will always urinate where in its own yard or at a tree, and they'll say it's marking its territory. So that's what it does. Isilwane works like that. It marks its territory, and it does not want anything else that is going to threaten its space. Hence you will see animals like snakes being used, because remember, snakes, all the animals that are used in darkness for ukuthi ibe isilwane, no animal is born in nature to be in darkness. No animal is born in nature to be carrying dark energies. Even the snake itself, it is not dark in nature, but because people use it for its characteristics, then they turn that against what it is meant for. It is very defensive. That's why you are told, when you see a snake, you walk away, or you try to stay quiet, because the minute you move, it sees it as an attack, and then it sees it as a threat, and it's going to attack. Not to attack because it's attacking first, but attack because it's defending. Most of the time, the attack of a snake, we can say for it is a self-defense action. So they will use that because they know the minute something comes into the space, it will definitely attack, and it will definitely want to protect its space. But you will get this sexual activities, you will even get the smell. And the smell can be with all three of them, that you've got the smell that you carry. People cannot handle you. You try to bath, you try to use the most expensive perfumes, but the smell still penetrates through all those expensive things that you buy. So when it comes to these energies, most of the time people will have dreams of playing with feces. You will have dreams of doing number 2 in public, or getting naked in public spaces. You will sometimes even have the feces as you wake up in your yard, at your gate, in your yard, and you just have that you've got stools in your yard. And you cannot account to say, but I don't have a dog. Even if there is a dog poo outside of your yard, why would the dog want to poo directly at the gate? Because it becomes odd, like direct spaces, because that's where you're gonna pass. But most of the time it will involve poo. Other people will even dream of themselves eating or playing with the stools. And that is a sign. Abantu abadala, they are now communicating with you through the dreams and telling you that there are dark energies in your space. Be careful, seek help. Those energies can either be given to you, or can be sent to you by someone who is trying to destroy you, who's not happy, as isicitho, an enemy. Or you can carry those energies yourself from other spaces that you've been to. We go to clubs, we go to very social spaces, and most of us, we are not even cleansing. We are not cleansing at all. Hare gabi, hare futhi, hare hlapi. And when I talk about uhlapa, I'm not saying to you must bathe ugeze ngemithi, or simple coarse salt. Using coarse salt in water to vomit, using coarse salt to futa, using your coarse salt to wash. Simple buying impepho and boiling it and using it to gaba, using the water to bath and to futa. Just cleansing ourselves of all the negative energies that we meet everywhere that we go. Our social spaces, restaurants, clubs, everywhere. We go into taxis, there's just a lot of negative energies around us, and you need to stay cleansed. So because we don't do those practices as often as abantu abadala used to, you would know with each season change, you will be told you need to cleanse, you need to detox, but we don't do that anymore. We don't do that. The alu and slice it and have the water of alu in your fridge and take a cup every morning just to cleanse your body. We don't do that anymore. Having that water just to wash and putting the alu in your water to just bath and soak in the bath, and we don't do those things anymore. We don't cleanse. So those energies can also be carried from such spaces. They can be energies that you carried from somewhere where you've been, and not necessarily that somebody directed the energies to you, or because you are weak and you are not cleansing and you are not protected. You can find that the energies might have been directed to somebody, but because you were the closest source that was weak, a weakling, then the energies came to you. Then the energies are now being carried by you. and we talk about ukuthi unesicitho, unesinyama, unesilwane. And with isilwane, again, it can be let me even say with all three of them, it can be again that you've carried these energies from your sexual partners. Especially with isilwane, you find that you have slept with someone who's got this entity and they now enjoyed you more than the other person, or the other, whatever the reason might be, and it will be clear. Once you do the consultation, you will be able to find out where you got these energies from and how you got the energies. Then you find, because of the multiple partners that you've had, manje unesicitho, unesinyama, you are carrying those dark energies because you've slept with someone. Remember, when we talk about sexual intercourse, it's more than just the physical act and the hot aphrodisiacs and the orgasms that we get physically, but it is also a spiritual and deep spiritual connection. And you're not only connecting with the spirit of the person that you are sleeping with, but it's also of the people that person has been in sexual activities with, because we carry those energies. Hence, the cleansing is always important. Moving from one relationship to the next, try to get a cleansing to remove yourself of all the energies from your previous relationship and come into this relationship clean and cleansed. So you will dream of feces, you will be naked, you will be eating the feces, playing with the feces, sometimes even smearing yourself with those feces, and it will be human feces. You will see that it's human. It can be baby or old, it will be human feces. It can be human feces, because sometimes when you dream of things like goat feces, it can mean different things, but basically with isicitho and isinyama, most of the time it will be human feces that you are playing with, that you're smearing yourself with. And even when you wake up in the morning, you might even smell the feces, and you might feel that I'm not clean. The rituals that can be done, and this, please understand, it will be dependent on ugogo umkhulu that you are seeing. If you have not yet subscribed, click the subscribe button, like the video if you found the information in the video insightful so far, and do not forget, at the end of the lesson, share. You can share to your social media pages, your Facebook, your Instagram, your WhatsApp status. Just share, because a lesson learned in this classroom is a lesson that should be shared. Leave the notification bell on after subscribing so that you do not miss out on any new lessons in the classroom. If you have not followed on any social media platforms, it's Learning with Norma on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Twitter is at gogo_Norma, and we are also on TikTok, Learning with Norma. So with the rituals that will be done for isicitho, or to help cleanse you of all these energies that I've talked about, the isicitho, the isilwane, the isinyama. The rituals will, most of the time, and I am saying it, please underline, bold, I don't just do something to it that will make it an NB. It will be dependent on ugogo and umkhulu that is helping you, and how their guides are guiding them to do the rituals. We all work differently, because we all also walk with different spirits that use different methodologies to treat, and they also use different spaces to do treatments. But the most common thing is that if you've got these dark energies, the rituals will also not be done in the yard or esigodlweni sakagogo or umkhulu. It will be done in the field. It may involve an animal, mostly a chicken. Your chicken can be from white, black, brown, yellow, red, whatever color of the chicken that ancestors would have directed ugogo umkhulu to use for you. There'll be muti involved to cleanse you, and this process is not just a once-off. So you don't go and do the cleansing to just remove the dark energies. Remember, after you remove the dark energies, you also need to be protected, and after protection, you also need to be brought back into light. You also need to have isithunzi sakho sibuye. Your auras must come back to you, your confidence, your image. We must bring seriti sa hao se kgutlele mo ho wena, because with darkness, your shadow and your aura is just covered with this darkness. Now we need to bring you out of that space. So it will be different steps that will be taken. The ritual will not just be a once-off cleansing, but it will involve different stages and different steps. And remember that if you do one stage and you don't follow through for the rest, and now you move away and you want to say, oh, Gogo did not do what they're doing for you. Guys, with each and every treatment, you need to finish the course in order for the treatment to work. You need to complete the course. This is what we preach even in medicine. As I give you as my patient your antibiotics and you go home, I tell you, go complete the course, because what happens if you do not complete the course? The enemy actually becomes clever and sees, oh, this is what they did. So the next time you come to Ugognoma because you didn't like what Umkhulu Manzini did, or you didn't finish with Umkhulu Manzini, now you're going to come to Gognoma and try to paint Umkhulu bad. Gognoma is going to charge you more because I'll be having to do more. I'm no longer going to use the basics just to cleanse. Now we are fighting with an enemy that is more cleverer. Now you need to stay, you need to complete your courses. If you started treatment, complete it. Rather move from Umkhulu or Gogo after you have completed the treatment that you started with them. Because sometimes, yes, it happens, you are there or you are coming to me for a season or for that reason alone. And once we've done with the ritual and everything that I need to do for you, you move on to the next healer to get something else. And it's fine. But always complete your treatment. I hope that with this lesson I have brought some insight into you understanding Isicitho, Isilwane and Isinyama, understanding the differences, understanding how you can pick these energies up in your space, or even help another person when they talk about their dreams or when you start seeing changes in their life. But more importantly, I hope that I have also given you an understanding of when to seek help for yourself when these things are happening in your life. Isicitho, it is the energy that is there to remove things and distract and leave you alone in your spaces. Isinyama is a dark energy that you carry that most of the time is also classified as isdina kapositina. You annoy, you irritate people. And with Isilwane tokoloshi situtsela, we are talking about an entity that will be in your space, an entity that will own you. It can be a snake, it can be a shadow that's hovering around you, it can be a half human, half animal kind of an entity, it can be a monkey, whatever entity that you will see. And most of the time you will even have dreams of having sexual encounters with these animals. For you to find out where it comes from and how it got into your space and what can be done, the only treatment is through a consultation with Ugogo, who will be able to tap into the spiritual space and talk to Abantu Abadala and find out what's happening. Guys, there's no Nginesicitho, may you please give me medication over the phone from my space, from my practice. I need to know exactly what I'm dealing with in order for me to know exactly what I'm going to prescribe for you. I don't have a ready-made muti for Isicitho. For different people, it's different muti mixtures that will be done, because then I will be directly dealing with the particular energy that you're carrying, and I will know what that particular energy is coming to do in your space, what is coming to destroy, what is coming to remove, and we will deal with it specifically for you. I hope you found the lesson insightful. My name is Gognoma. This is Learning with Noma, your comprehensive online classroom where we change our lives one lesson at a time. Do not forget, click the subscribe button, hit me with the like thumb if you found the information insightful. Do not forget to leave the notification bell on so that you always are notified about new lessons in the classroom. Share. In this classroom, a lesson learned should be a lesson shared. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, and on TikTok. It is Learning with Noma. On Twitter, it is @gognoma, @gogo_noma, @gogo_noma. My name is Noma, and thank you so much for joining me. Ke re lesedi, Thokozani.